ruined everything by finding the ring, didn't I?
Of course not.
You wanted it to be a surprise.
I just wanted my proposal to live up to your dreams.
I don't care about all that.
What about me? It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I just want to do it right.
But if we wait too long...
What, do you think I'm going to change my mind?
I don't know. I can't shake this feeling that there's someone out there trying to come between us. Don't wait to ask me to marry you. If you do, it may never happen.
Oh. Sorry to break up the romance, sister dear. Trust me, the alternative would be far more unpleasant for both of us and terminal for you. Come in.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Crane?
Yes. We need to put the finishing touches on your upcoming performance.
Good, because I have a few questions about my character.
Just get over yourself. This is not Stanislavski. Bring the mask.
Right here. You, want me to put it on?
Well done. No wonder you're so expensive. I've worked out some of the details here. Well?
I can make this work.
Well, I should hope so. I'm paying you enough. If you do your job, there's no way my sister's love affair with Officer Low Fitz will ever survive.
Mother, do you have a minute? Well, yeah, just a minute. I mean, Julian's waiting for me in there with a meeting. Oh, those shadows, Gwenny. Oh, you can't let Ethan see you with those rings under your eyes.
No, I didn't get a wink of sleep last night.
Well, why on earth not? Oh, I would think the Taco Queen would be the one tossing and turning after you paid her a visit.
Well, she was pretty rattled. She couldn't quite figure out how I knew she was keeping a secret from Ethan. Oh, it was all I could do not to just nail her to the wall right then and there.
Well, thank goodness you held back, or she might have realized that we're the ones that sent that email about Ethan and Sam Bennett to the tabloid.
You did that, not me.
Oh, and you're gonna thank me for it when you wind up with Ethan.
Do you really believe we can pull this off?
Trust me. We just have to bide our time till our little bombshell has its maximum effect. Oh, patience is the key here. You do understand that, don't you? Oh, my God. I know that look in your eye. You haven't told anyone Teresa's secret, have you? I wish I knew why Mrs. Crane wanted to see me.
Well, you won't be in suspense for much longer, Teresa.
Teresita, what is it, Mima?
Oh, Mama, I'm in trouble.
Oh, tell me you did not disobey me last night.
No. I'm still a virgin. You can rest easy. It was stupid of me to think that I could sleep with Ethan so that he wouldn't be mad at me when I told him the truth.
That's what I told her, too, Miss Lopez Fitzgerald.
Well, thank God that for once you heeded the advice of your mother and your best friend.
That's not exactly what stopped me, Mama.
¿Qué pasó?
Gwen came over to the house last night, and she knows that I've been keeping a secret from Ethan.
Well, Teresa, you don't know that for sure, okay? Gwen could be bluffing. You don't know.
But she seemed so smug. Now, what if she does know the whole story, and she turned me into Ethan's mother? Now, Mrs. Crane called me over here this morning.
Well, Teresita, that's not that unusual. You're still her assistant. And besides, how would Gwen find out that you knew that Ethan was Sam Bennett's son?
I don't know. But if she did, everyone will think that I'm the one who sent the letter to the tabloid when I did not. And Ethan will never want to look at me again. And Mrs. Crane will kill me.
I'm gonna find out who knew I was Sam Bennett's son and didn't tell me.
Teresa is doing this for all the wrong reasons. She's making love to Ethan so that she can show him how much she loves him, how committed she is to him.
Oh, and she thinks that he won't hate her once she tells him that she knew the truth about Chief Bennett being his real father and keeping it from him.
Yeah, I mean, she's using sex to try to hold on to Ethan. She's just afraid that if Ethan knows that she's been lying to him this whole time, that she's afraid she's gonna lose him.
Hey, Ethan, man, you gotta let this go. I mean, the truth will come out on its own sooner or later.
Well, I'm not gonna wait till later. Look, Chad, this is eating me up inside. And you, if anybody, should understand.
Yeah, but you're so hot for payback. Suppose you go after the wrong person, you know? I mean, maybe somebody out there knew the truth and then kept it a secret from you because they didn't want to hurt you.
Look, I don't buy it. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not gonna rest easy until I hurt the person that hurt me.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
I got the message that you wanted me to come right over, Mrs. Crane.
Teresa, I am going to be your mother-in-law soon. You had better stop being so formal.
Oh, I will do my best.
Yes, well, you'd better. Now, Whitney, I'm glad you're here, too. Come on in.
She still didn't say why it was so urgent for us to come over here.
Oh, who cares? As long as it's not what I was afraid of. I dodged another bullet. Mrs. Crane doesn't know that I know about Ethan and Sam Bennett.
Teresa, I want you to meet Abigail. Abigail is my personal dressmaker. Whitney is Teresa's best friend, and of course you know Pilar.
Yes. Hello. Hi. You didn't exaggerate, Mrs. Crane. Your son's fiancée is simply ravishing.
Well, of course she is. Oh, I've asked Abigail to rework my old wedding dress into something new for you. Just whatever style you want.
Oh, Mom and I could have done that.
No. I'm sorry. A bride should not sew her own wedding dress. No. And now that Whitney's here, well, we can kill two birds with one stone. We can pick out a bridesmaid's design as well.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Don't be ridiculous. Teresa is marrying my firstborn son. I can do whatever I want.
Come with me, darlings. We're going to design you the most beautiful dresses Harmony's ever seen.
Oh. If the phone rings, would you come and find me? I'm expecting a call from Sam.
Oh, but I...
No, don't start with me. I'm a grown woman, and I can see Sam if I want to. After all, it was Grace's idea, and who am I to argue with his wife?
How will this separation help?
It's the only way to get back what we had. No, I can't just forget the past, pretend that nothing happened.
No one's suggesting we do.
This is about your affair with Ivy. I mean, she had your son, Sam. And until you and Ivy find some closure...
There is no closure, Grace.
Oh, Sam.
What if I lose you?
You're never gonna lose me, Grace.
Let's not wait, Luis. Propose to me now before something goes wrong.
Sharon, please. You gotta stop thinking like that. Nothing is gonna go wrong.
I want to believe you, but I'm scared. I can't help but feel that there's something out there just lying in wait to break us up.
What are you afraid of? Your family?
They hate us being together.
Look, I'm the first to admit that your brother and father are bad news. But they are a piece of cake compared to what we were up against last night. Sharon, I love you. Nothing is gonna ever get in the way of that.
Do you foresee any problems with what you've been hired to do?
What's not to like? I'm getting paid to sleep with some chick.
Stop right there. You're getting paid to don the Luis mask and make it look like you're sleeping with another woman, so my sister will think her boyfriend has been unfaithful. Any more questions?
Just one. This babe I'll be getting up close and personal with. You still going with your hot-to-trot friend?
Mrs. Hodgkiss? We'll discuss that later.
You're the boss. I gotta hand it to you. You thought this thing out pretty good. Once I do my thing, your sister and her boyfriend won't stand a chance. You, mind if I get something to drink?
Knock yourself out. With Luis out of Sheridan's life, Father will reinstate me as his heir. Sheridan will be crushed, but better devastated than dead.
I'm not stupid. Of course I didn't tell anyone the details of Teresa's secret.
Not even Teresa herself?
No, I told you. I wanted to, but I caught myself. I realized that if Teresa knew I was onto her, she'd figure out who tipped the press about Ethan's paternity.
Exactly.
Oh, but I'm telling you, it was all I could do to bite my tongue, watching her flounce around in her negligee. Well, at least I put the fear of God into her.
Well, just promise me that that's all you're going to do for now.
Oh, I will, as long as she doesn't flaunt her happiness in front of me. I don't know if I could trust myself otherwise.
Well, you must. You have to do whatever you can to avoid losing control. You spill the beans too early and you could ruin everything. Promise me that, Gwenny.
I promise.
Now, I've got a wedding gown in a very similar style at my shop. I'll have it sent over so you can try it on.
Oh, that would be great.
I still don't understand how much of your secret Gwen knows.
Look, I think Gwen is just bluffing. I mean, there's no way Gwen knows that Teresa knew anything about Ethan's real father.
I hope you're right.
Well, if Gwen did know anything, she definitely would have said something to Teresa by now, just to make her squirm, you know?
I suppose.
A messenger will take too long, so I'm going to run over and pick up the dress myself.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank
don't
you.
worry, darling. I'll be just fine.
I was so freaked out this morning when I woke up. But now I realize how crazy that was. Nothing is gonna get in the way of my perfect wedding to Ethan.
I mean, what does it matter now who did what when? You said yourself, man. Chief Bennett wasn't the monster that you thought he was, right?
He saved my life.
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about, man. I mean, time changes things. Hey, take a look at the Cranes. I mean, there was a time where you used to think that they could do no wrong. Am I right? All right. That's my point.
Yeah, but here's my point. You know, maybe if it was just me involved, I could move on without looking back. But whoever did this did a hatchet job on my mother, too. You know, I mean, I can take whatever life dishes out, but I'm not sure she can.
It's not like she was ever in love with Julian. I mean, is it? That doesn't matter.
She gave up the best years of her life for me, so I could have the world on a string. Now it's blown up in her face. She's probably gonna wind up all alone.
Dude, you don't know that.
Oh, well, unless Sam Bennett does a complete turnaround and leaves his wife, I do. I've got to find out who did this to me, for my mother's sake, and for my own. That's him. It's the reporter who broke the story about me not being a Crane.
You, remember Mrs. Hotchkiss?
How could I forget?
Ah, how good to see you again. Well, I'm sorry I'm late. Gwen needed me. What did I miss?
We're just finalizing a few details. You know, time, place, that sort of thing.
Oh, is that all?
So far, I take it you're still keen playing a role in our little ruse?
Oh, you mean playing the part of the other woman that Sheridan walks in on with Louise?
It was your idea.
Was it? Ah, I had completely forgotten. Of course, it does make perfect sense, though, doesn't it? I mean, that way you don't have to hire an actress, and the less people know our plan, then the better.
Is that the real reason, or are you just dying to jump in the sack with Harry the hunk over there?
Julian, how could you ask something like that? Oh, no, you satisfy all my desires. I just want to help you with your plan.
You're certain that's your only motivation?
Of course. Oh, please, don't tell me you're jealous. Oh, there's not a man in the world that measures up to you.
You already have the ring. Why wait?
Well, because I meant what I said. Look, I want everything about our lives together to be perfect. Starting with the way I ask you the big question. And you forget. I already know what your fantasy marriage proposal looks like.
But I told you, none of that matters.
Well, it does to me. Look, just give me a break, huh? Let your future husband do it his way.
Anybody home?
Yeah, you know we are, Hank. You ever try calling first?
I can take a hint. Catch you later, man.
No, I'm just kidding, you big jerk. But just give us a second to get decent, huh? All right, come on in.
Sorry, guys. I'm ready to help you out with that thing.
You can knock off the undercover routine. She already knows what I'm up to.
Sheridan, are you here? Oh, in the bedroom, Gwen. Come on in.
What is this, Grand Central Station?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize you had company.
Oh, it's fine. I've been dying to talk to you.
Yeah, well, Hank and I got a lot to do anyway. Plan for the surprise that's not such a surprise. All right.
You are just in time. Luis was just about to propose to me, but he wants it to be exactly how I've always dreamed.
I see.
What's the matter, Gwen? I mean, I thought you'd be happy for me.
Well, I would be if you weren't about to marry the brother of the witch who stole Ethan away from me.
Hey, cool it, all right? Going over there and beating the living daylights out of the guy is not gonna solve anything.
I don't care. He knows who turned in the letter to the tabloid.
Fine. Go ahead. Give him another juicy headline for tomorrow's front page. I swear to God, Ethan, I thought you were smarter than that, man.
All right. So what do I do?
Wait a second. Slimeball is finished with his workout. You know what? I got an idea. Come on.
Gwen.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was so terribly selfish of me. I have no right to take out my frustrations about Teresa when you're so happy. Congrats. Okay? I mean it.
Thank you. And don't apologize. I mean, the last thing you need to hear is me prattle on about getting married.
I'm sure Luis is wonderful. Nothing like his sister.
You know, I haven't spent that much time with Teresa, but she does seem nice.
Nice? I caught her trying to seduce Ethan last night.
Gwen, they are going to be married.
But that's no excuse for her using sex to try and keep Ethan when he finds out what her big secret is.
What are you talking about? What secret?
Wait, I have this feeling that Maybe Teresa isn't as much of an innocent as everyone thinks she is, that's all.
Hey, don't I recognize you from somewhere or know you?
I don't think so.
Sure? No, I recognize your face from... I got it, dude. You're that reporter guy who broke that bombshell Crane story a couple weeks back. Yeah, I thought I remember your picture from the byline, man.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a raise and a promotion out of it, too.
Oh, congratulations, dude. Congratulations. Hey, just so you know, it's an honor, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, gotta tell you, that story was something else, man. You know, to be the guy to break the news that Ethan Crane wasn't really a Crane, man. I mean, you should be up for, I don't know, some kind of award or something, you know?
Thanks. Thanks.
I don't know. I've always been curious about the Cranes, you know? Just, it's all the money and mystery, I guess, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, I actually consider myself somewhat of an expert on the family.
Oh, yeah? No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, hey, man, why don't you, I don't know, tell me some stuff about him, you know? I don't know. Something you found out, like, some tidbits about, I don't know, who they hang out with, or, I don't know, who just as soon see him fall off of the face of the earth or something like that, you know? I mean, it's obvious from the story that, you know, somebody out there doesn't like him.
All right. Ask me a question about him. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Sometimes I think the two of you must be related. You're always worried that I don't know what I'm doing. Now, there's no way, I repeat, no way Ethan is gonna find out my secret until I tell him.
How can you be so confident with what you have witnessed? Ivy and I didn't think that anyone, much less the newspapers, would find out that Ethan was really Sam Bennett's son. And yet it happened in front of half of Harmony. Now that secret was exposed, and yours will be too.
Here it is, Teresa. Come upstairs and try it on so we can see if the style fits.
I'll be right there.
Okay.
No, I almost feel sorry for the two of you. I mean, you're always thinking the worst. Why can't you just accept that all my problems are over? I am getting a beautiful wedding dress courtesy of my future mother-in-law. I have the best mother and best friend in the entire world. And yeah, I am madly in love with the most incredible man in the world who just happens to want to marry me. My life couldn't get any better.
But it could get a lot worse, man.
Well, where are Whitney, Teresa, and Abigail?
Oh, they went upstairs to try on one of Abigail's designs.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I am so glad I can do this for Teresa.
She is very grateful.
Oh. Did anyone call?
If you mean Sam Bennett, no, he hasn't, and I doubt very much that he will.
You are always so pessimistic, Pilar.
No wonder you and my daughter get along so well.
Excuse me?
Nothing. Never mind. We were talking about you. You remember what Father Lonergan said last night.
Oh, you mean his, so ominous and impromptu sermon about inviting evil into our midst?
He specifically referred to people who have disregard for others' feelings just to get what they want. I mean, your obsession with Sam is a threat to all of us.
That's nonsense, Pilar. I am only trying to get back what is rightfully mine. I love Sam today as much as I have ever loved Sam. And I think when he spends some time with me, he will realize that he feels the same way. Don't make me feel guilty about wishing for what everyone else takes for granted. All I have ever wanted was to be a family with Sam and Ethan, and this is my one chance, and there is no way I am going to walk away from it.
You like them?
They're lovely. But Sam...
Grace, listen. Don't say anything yet. Look, the flowers and the candy are just tokens. I know they don't mean much compared to the real things like honesty and trust.
No, they don't.
Grace, last night was the worst night of my life. Not just because of the demons from hell, or not because we lost our house and all of our possessions. Last night was the worst night of my life because I had to spend it away from you. Now, don't tell me you like the separation any more than I do, because I spoke to Jessica earlier and she said you had a rough night too.
Well, you know, it was a strange bed and...
That's not it. And you know it. Grace, honey, I love you, and I know you love me too. So why don't you just stop all this stubbornness and let me come home? And I'm not talking about the four walls we used to inhabit together. Home to me is you.
No.
Grace, honey.
I just can't do this. It's just not right.
Honey, of course it is. You're my wife.
Don't you understand? Everything's changed. It'll never be the same again.
But we'll make it better. Listen, the important thing is that we have each other. Our love. Please, Grace, listen, I don't want to spend time with Ivy because I know how I feel, all right?
Then why did you lie to me all those years about your relationship with her?
Because it was over. It didn't matter.
I wish I could believe that. But I can't. Sam, put yourself in my shoes. Imagine that someone had come out of my past and that you had to deal with all these confusing situations that were thrown in my face. Like seeing you kiss Ivy under the mistletoe. Or all those times I walked in on you comforting her. And the worst one was you convincing me that I had had too much to drink when I saw her standing there, naked, trying to seduce you at the ski lodge last year. I mean, what would you do if someone from my past, you caught me like that and I'd neglected to mention him? I mean, how would you feel? I'll tell you. You would be shocked. And you would feel angry. And you would feel betrayed by the one person in your life that you really thought you could trust. So, Sam, I can't even start to believe in us again until you deal with your feelings for Ivy. So, you go to her. You spend time with her, and then you come back to me, and then you tell me that I am the only woman that you love. That's when we can begin to rebuild what we had. But not until you do that.
If that's what you want. Color right now.
Julian Crane.
Is Ivy there?
Who is this?
It's Sam Bennett. Can I speak to Ivy?
Well, 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 it's a relief to know that you made it through the night. See any more demons?
Look, can I speak to Ivy or not?
A very new millennium. My wife's ex-lover calls my house to ask my wife on a date.
Look, you don't know why I'm calling.
Just for the record, Sam, you don't need to worry about bringing her home at a reasonable hour. In fact, it'd suit me if she never came back at all, but I could see where that might present a problem since the hounds of hell have destroyed your humble abode.
God, I knew I shouldn't have called.
Well, no need to get huffy, Sam. I'll get the old gal for you. Would you tell Mrs. Crane that there's a call for her on the main house line? Yes. Now, where were we before I was so boorishly interrupted?
The plan, darling. The plan.
Excuse me, Mrs. Crane.
Yes, Lily.
You have a phone call on the main line.
Thank you very much. Hello? Sam?
Ivy, no.
Go ahead, Sam.
Look, you have to stop thinking about Ethan and Teresa and start concentrating on your own life. You need to find someone who realizes how beautiful and wonderful you are.
Ethan used to think that about me.
Ethan's gone. It's time to find someone new. Look, please don't hate me for cutting things short, but I really have to get a shower and get dressed so that I can be ready for my proposal.
Of course not. I'm sorry for being such a bummer. I really am happy for you.
Thanks. And please do me a favor and think about what I said. You know, a couple of dates with a nice guy and you'll forget all about Ethan.
I don't have to forget about Ethan. I just have to get rid of Teresa. Which is exactly what I'm gonna do.
Want to hear something funny? Just between you and me?
Sure, dude.
I didn't have to do jack for that story. It was handed to me on a silver platter.
Oh, yeah? Hey, by who?
Came in on an email. Everything I needed was right there on my office computer screen. All I did was print it out. The rest, tabloid history.
Wow. So, what happens with an email like that, man?
Yeah, it all depends. You know, in this case, I gave the original to Julian. 10-1, he didn't hold on to it. And, you know, I kept my own copy as a souvenir.
Sam, is that you?
Please, don't do this, Ivy.
Grace, are you sure you want me to do this?
Sam, you have to speak up. I can't hear you. Do you want to meet me someplace?
I look beautiful, don't I?
Yes, yes, you look like a movie star, honey.
It's perfect.
It's great. It's gonna happen. It's really gonna happen. I'm gonna marry Ethan and nothing is gonna stand in the way.
Modern technology these days is something else, man. I mean, email alone, you know? To be able to send something from like one computer to another computer in like a matter of seconds, that's crazy, man.
You know, don't ask me how they do it. I'm just glad they got the know-how.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you something, man. what if you, like, ever got an unsigned email, you know? I mean, how would you know where it came from, you know? Like, oh, hey, yeah, like the one that your paper got about Ethan Crane's paternity, you know? If it was unsigned, how would you know who sent it to you?
You know, it's funny you mentioned that, because I've been telling everybody who asked that there was no way to trace where that came from. See, but between you, me, and the bedpost, I lied.
No kidding. So, what, you mean you actually know the name of the person who tipped you off?
I got their email address. It's just as good. All you gotta do is match up the address with the name of the internet subscriber.
Yeah. You can do that? I mean, you can actually get somebody's name just by having their email address?
Piece of cake. I mean, you know, not for me personally, but, you know, I know a lot of the names at the big email providers. You know, it'll probably take me just one phone call to find out who sent the dirt on young Crane. Or, should I say, ex-Crane, huh?
right. Yeah.
What do you think?
I think I'm in love.
No kidding. I thought you did this for all your girlfriends.
Seriously, man, you think Sheridan's gonna like all this?
Is Pope Catholic? One look at all this and that girl's yours forever.
Yeah. I was hoping you'd say that.
I can't wait for you to ask me to marry you, Luis. Because I can't wait to say yes.
It's amazing how much you look like Luis in that mask.
Oh, yeah? I sound like him, too.
Multi-talented. I like that in a man.
I propose a toast. Mademoiselle.
Here, here.
To the destruction of a perfectly wonderful relationship.